Up, it's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on the IE Network, and this is the Heaven Hollywood Report, and let's get to it. Wow. So the news has been confirmed. Kevin Samuels has passed away. We got a little bit more detail on what is happening or what had happened. Now, on May 4th, there was a young woman. She's just been described as a nurse. She met Kevin Samuels, I'm going to assume over the internet or Instagram or what have you. She met him, and she went over his house on May 4th to spend the night with him. Now, she said on the morning of May 5th, he was complaining about chest pains. When she went to help him, she said he just folded over her and was unresponsive. She then called the police, the ambulance, what have you. She was trying to give them instructions that she asked for, a breath machine to keep him responsive or what have you. And, I'm just because she was a nurse, so she would know what to do. But got to the hospital and was unable to save him. Now, the autopsy, of course, has not been released yet. Judging from what it sounds, we don't like to assume. Judging from what it sounds like it may have been some sort of cardiac arrest, but don't quote me on that. The reports have not come out as of yet. But I know one thing: you may not agree with, his tactics or his ideology. You may not agree with it, but you shouldn't celebrate the man's death. Not like he took somebody's life. I didn't hear about any of the advice or any of the dragging that he did ever make a woman commit suicide. I've never heard of anything like that. So I've never heard him tell no one to go commit suicide. It's not like, some people are treating this guy like he's George Zimmerman that took somebody's life. People like that, even though I say I don't wish death on anybody, but people like that, you should be celebrating their death. George Zimmerman, people that took lives. What Kevin Samuels was doing was just entertaining on the internet, right? If you didn't like what he had to say, you didn't have to tune in, and you know nothing about him. I just think it's messed up that women are celebrating his death, saying he deserved it because he had something to say about black women. If he didn't say anything specifically about you, if you never called, you never had any interaction with the dude, the guy was just entertaining, just trying to make a way, trying to be his own boss, entrepreneur, content creator. That's what creating content is all about. Finding a niche that people want to keep coming back to you and watching. That's what a content creator is about. It's not necessarily ethical, but who is a content creator that is 100% ethical? There's not many of them. So, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. It's a shame, another black brother. Also, rest in peace to Jules Caples, Death Row Queen. She was the voice of Death Row for many years. Jules knows everything and everything about that came through Death Row. So, rest in peace to her. And much more happier news. Well, not even happier for Drake. Now, remember Drake the other day went up in a trolls. He followed this troll's wife, or he thought it was his girl. He followed this troll's wife. Now, all of a sudden, they took that from him following his girl to all of a sudden these people are getting hosting gigs and what have you. Now, I'm starting to call bullshit on this. I'm starting to think that Drake knew these people, right? I'm starting to think Drake may have knew these people. Because how did they know? How did Drake know from that troll, this guy trolling him on Twitter? How did Drake know who his girl was? Because I thought that was Twitter when he did it. Maybe it was Instagram. But how did he know to go to him and follow his girl? How did he know his girl was? And this dude, when Drake followed his wife, he didn't even get mad. He's just like, Drake really followed my girl, ho ho. And now all of a sudden they're doing hosting gigs and doing parties. Oh, the girl, the woman who Drake followed, a man and his wife. That's all it takes now. They were like, oh, I went to sleep with 884 followers and I woke up with 15,000. Like, that's all it takes now. Man, I tell you, man, y'all people are shallow. Shallow. Now they're going to go and get a bag because Drake followed his wife. Unreal. This is your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, subscribe.